They say destiny has a sense of irony that only poets can comprehend. It arrives unannounced, like that first autumn breeze that makes leaves dance without music, or like the first ray of sunlight that pierces through clouds after a summer storm. For Ricardo, a man who built his life on the unshakable foundations of faith, destiny chose to manifest itself on an ordinary Tuesday morning, when the wall clock struck precisely 10 o'clock. It was at that moment she walked through his office door. The same girl who 3 years ago had captured his gaze on some sidewalk right after his honeymoon. Destiny, that ironic poet, now brought her back, no longer as an ephemeral vision but as a constant presence, a daily temptation, a test of faith that no verse could have anticipated. Ricardo had always believed his love story was written in the stars, kept in the same sacred book that had guided his steps since childhood. Meeting his wife in the college hallways seemed predestined. She, the brightest student, a star illuminating every path she crossed. He, the young man of unshakable faith who dared to dream beyond his own limitations. Their love grew like a seed well planted in fertile soil. First friendship, then romance, finally the altar. A love built on firm foundations of mutual admiration and shared values. The days unfolded like pages of a well-written book, each chapter bringing new discoveries, small joys, moments of intimacy that accumulated like treasures in an ancient box. Mornings began with smiles exchanged over coffee cups. Nights ended with whispered conversations and renewed promises. It was a love that didn't need fireworks to shine. Its light was constant, like the North Star guiding sailors on dark nights. But destiny, in its mysterious wisdom, held a surprise that would shake the foundations of this fortress built with such care. As in an ancient tale, that same young woman who once crossed his path resurfaces, now as an intern in his office. She brings with her not just youth, but an inexplicable connection that defies all logic. The same tastes, the same weaknesses, the same dreams. With each shared lunch, each exchanged conversation, Ricardo feels his familiar world crumbling like a house of cards struck by an unexpected breeze. 43 days of a silent battle, fought in the fields of heart and conscience. 43 nights where his dreams are populated by a face that isn't his wife's, by a voice that echoes in his thoughts like a song impossible to forget. A war between heart and conscience, between desire and duty, between love built with patience and passion that arrived like a summer storm. Each encounter is a new page in this unwritten romance. Each exchanged glance is an unspoken word burning in his throat. She brings chocolates and smiles, shares secrets and vulnerabilities that seem to mirror his own fragilities. It's as if destiny had created a younger version of his own soul, a temptation dressed in innocence and wrapped in jasmine perfume. At home, his wife notices the subtle changes. The distant gaze during dinner, the silence that extends beyond normal, the sighs lost in the night air. Their love, once so solid and secure, now seems to flicker like a candle exposed to wind. Ricardo finds himself divided between two worlds, the real one, built with such care over the years, and the dreamed one, which promises an overwhelming passion capable of rewriting all rules. Guilt corrodes him from within, but the attraction is stronger than his will. Each attempt to distance himself only seems to strengthen the invisible bond that ties him to this young woman, who appeared in his life like an answer to a question he had never asked. Days drag on like decades. Each hour away from her is an eternity. Each moment together is a second too precious to waste.
In the eternal dance between reason and emotion, sometimes we need a mirror that shows us not just our reflection, but our entire soul. Like the calm waters of a lake at dawn, truth isn't always on the surface, but in depths few dare to explore. In his wife, Ricardo sees love built with patience, like a garden cultivated day by day, watered with dedication and pruned with care. In the young intern, he sees the reflection of his own yearnings, of a passion that speaks more about his restlessness than about her. What seems like destiny's work might just be a test of time, a trial sent not to be followed, but to be understood. The 18-year-old girl who offers chocolates and smiles isn't a divine messenger, but a mirror of his own uncertainties. a distorted reflection of long dormant desires. His heart isn't divided between two loves. It's divided between two versions of himself. The afternoons shared in the company cafeteria, the seemingly innocent conversations exchanged through messages, the glances loaded with unspoken promises. All of this is more about his own search for meaning than about true love. Like a sailor seduced by Siren's song, Ricardo finds himself attracted not to this young woman's reality, but to the idea of what she represents. A second chance to feel the butterflies of first love, the excitement of the unknown, the adrenaline of the forbidden. True courage isn't in following an overwhelming passion, but in choosing daily the love that was built, in recognizing that the extraordinary might lie precisely in the simplicity of shared days, in small gestures of affection, in mutual trust that has withstood the test of time. True love isn't a storm that devastates everything in its path, but the constant rain that nourishes the soil and allows roots to deepen. His wife, with her silent strength and unwavering dedication, represents not just present love, but all possibilities of future love. Each moment of doubt overcome is a new layer of strength added to this bond. Each temptation resisted is another brick in building something truly eternal. Passion may be intense like lightning in the night sky, but it's constant love that illuminates the path even in the darkest nights. The young intern, with her beauty and apparent synchronicity with his thoughts and desires, is like a magic mirror showing not what is, but what could be. However, like the magic mirrors in fairy tales, this image is an illusion, beautiful and seductive, but still, just a distorted reflection of reality. True love doesn't need destiny's tricks or far-fetched coincidences to justify itself. It proves itself not in moments of overwhelming passion, but in quiet Sunday mornings, in nights where silence is more eloquent than any word, in small gestures of care that accumulate over the years like grains of sand forming an entire beach.